The entertainment and sports world have collided again, and we've got to talk about this latest May-December relationship between 73-year-old former Patriots GM Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend, former Bridgewater State University cheerleader Jordon Hudson.
All right, to give you all some sort of context, in case you don't know about sports and pop culture's most talked about, or at least recently trending couple, they reportedly first met while she was still in college on a 2021 flight from Boston to Florida. He signed her deductive logic textbook writing, "Jordan, thanks for giving me a course on logic. Safe travels." And he even added the date of February 11th, 2021.
Yeah, and if you follow her on Instagram, in February of this year, she celebrated their meetiversary.
What is that?
She posted, "Cheers to the fact that you still let me give you lengthy philosophical lectures for 4 years later." She's still giving lectures.
Yeah, and first and foremost, Astra, in sports, there's two rules that we live by. It's like the mafias or muerta. We don't talk about teammates or coaches' wallets or their bedroom, but Coach Belichick has kind of opened up that door. Lectures or not, what exactly is this end goal? Like, I'm not hating, I'm not trying to be like, oh, is this sugar daddy or anything like that. Was this something that was supposed to, I guess, kill time while he was trying to figure it all out in between coaching jobs? Or do you think this man really wanted wedding bells?
I think she might want money bells.
Okay. Ooh.
And he just wants companionship,
All
to be
right.
honest.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I
guess.
Listen, I know a lot of girls that date older men.
Okay.
Much older men like that. Obviously, it's usually for the money. Sometimes it's for the
Yeah.
love. But let's be honest here. He's not even like dad age. He's like grandpa age to her.
And on the flip side, I know a lot of older women who date younger guys, but that's rarely for love. That's just for a good time. But okay, on the flip, I guess depending on how you look at it, it's always weird. But again, we don't get up in people's bedrooms. So, but this is just being talked about, and I feel like it's getting out of hand.
It is, especially with the embarrassing CBS Sunday Mornings interview that just recently happened. Can we talk about that?
It's a classic case of when someone is in too deep with what we like to call SDS. That's sugar daddy syndrome. This is what happens when what was supposed to be fun and make you feel alive and vibrant again after watching all those Nugenix Total T commercials turns into you're trying to make it work or make that person a part of your everyday life. And I think this may backfire for Coach Belichick. So is Bill trying to make, I guess, a fling something? Is he trying to make a fling a football mom? And that's what I'm worried about.
Or is she just trying to become the wife that's not the wife? When the reporter was asking about the relationship, she shut that down right away. We're not talking about this. Meanwhile, the interview wasn't with her. She was off to the side.
That's why, and that's exactly what I'm worried about. Like, he's going to have to put his foot down on that because right now, Coach, respectfully, the noise is starting to get a little bit too loud. Before you became the head coach at UNC, it wasn't a problem. The noise wasn't a problem. We may have looked at it and be like, what's this guy doing with the 24-year-old? But it wasn't that big of a deal because, again, we've agreed that we've seen this before. My man was living his best life. When we saw that video of a Hall of Fame coach doing the walk of shame, leaving her apartment shirtless, like, where my Uber at? We all could relate.
Very cringy.
But at the same time, we've all done the walk of shame before, whether you're 24, 34, or 74. We've all done the walk of shame before, Astra. Stop it. But it was kind of creepy, yes. And then the photos came out of him, like, being a fisherman and her being a mermaid. Hey, whatever y'all do for role play is whatever you do for role play, but that's not something you want to get out because that's not Bill Belichick.
You also can't forget the photo of them on the beach where she's arching back on top of his feet. What's that all about? Yoga positions.
Even more creepier. But at the same time, he wasn't the head coach at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I had to throw that part on there because of how prestigious this school is. So now you got a lot of noise. This isn't Bill Belichick. This is Billy B, and this is not the Patriots way. So I understand he may be in love. He's maybe doing yoga, working on his downward dog. Hey, live it, coach. But at this point, it's becoming too much of a distraction.
It really is. And sources are saying the relationship's alarming and that Jordon is a runaway train, which, I mean, can't get any better than that one. Yeah, that's the truth.
Because we're seeing reports of her being CC'd on official university or program business, like in emails. And in this world, whether you're an athlete, you're a celebrity, or you're the face of something, you're the face of a franchise or organization, who you with is an extension of who you are. And the last thing anyone wants, especially when we're talking about a Hall of Fame coach like Bill Belichick, is for his reputation to kind of spiral out of control because of the noise, because of the madness that can be coming behind this relationship. I don't want my last thoughts of a Hall of Fame coach like Bill Belichick to be like, oh, he, one, didn't win at UNC. He's got to take care of the winning. But two, he had some crazy fling turn into a girlfriend, and then just everything completely spiraled with his career and his off-the-field life. I mean, at the end of the day, again, we're supposed to be not talking about a teammate or a coach's relationship, but it's just making way too much noise because we're talking about it on the New York Post Sports and Page 6.
Yeah, and also we got to talk about what Jordon just leaked on her Instagram page. It was a screenshot of this fiery email that was written by Bill, allegedly, that he sent to his team expressing his disgust for the media. Now, he talked about how in the book he admitted to making mistakes when it came to the Super Bowl. Now, this is the book that he was promoting on the CBS show, and how the media highlighted the part where he said, I f***ed up, calling it clickbait for the story. Now, he wants the book to be presented as a look at his professional life, not a bathroom book highlighting his mistakes. And of course, she teased in the caption, full statement to be released later today. Now, the post appears to be an effort for her to clarify why she was so outspoken during Bill's sit-down. But meanwhile, some of the questions in the comments are asking if he wrote this email or if she was the one behind writing this email.
I mean, with what you're saying, it sounds like she could have been the one that's behind that, but this isn't going to be any autobiography or some sort of Nobel Peace prize-winning piece of literature. This is turning into a gossip column as we watch all of this unfold, and it's unfortunate for Coach right now that his name is getting drugged through the mud like this.
Well, of course, we need to know what you think. Is this relationship for the time being, or are they in the long haul? We need to know. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because we already have ours.